Hey everybody, strangely no paddleboard today. There's another beautiful morning walk though. Today, this video, it hit me like a train the other day. I listened to a lot of podcasts, I learned from a lot of motivational people. I would definitely advise you guys to do the same. And if you guys want to know who and what I listen to, then by all means just, you've got the email. If you don't have the email, well, you wouldn't be listening to this, would you? So, if not, if you know somebody that wants to get this list, drop them my email. Discipline should never outshine your passion to do something. And what I mean by that, and this is why it was so important, like you've got to have discipline to a degree. Motivation, yes. But as you'll notice, I'm not a fan of using those words. I don't like discipline, I don't like motivation, because they will fuck off, they will go, they will fly out the window. Passion is what you need. Enjoyment, a love of what you do. You need to be passionate about making your body better. You need to be passionate about making your mind better. And the way you do that is every now and then take a damn day off. This is what I meant in the original statement. Your discipline, your grind, your drive to improve yourself, for yourself and for others, is hugely important. And it's going to be what allows you to get down the road and maybe achieve where others haven't. But it cannot get in the way of your passion to do it. And when it gets in the way of your passion to do it is when you burn out. And you resent it. And I've done it. I've worked 7 days a week. I have worked another job to make this job work so I can get to the point where I can get up at 6 in the morning, go for a walk on a beach and record a video for you guys. And luckily for me, my passion hasn't disappeared because I love this job and everything I can do for you in it. But at the same time, I got tired. I got really tired, and discipline wasn't enough, like, case in point, this morning, I went out with the kids yesterday on the SUP board, took them for a paddle. It was windy, windiest I have probably ever been out in, and the trouble is, when you're as large as I am, you act like a sail. You've got kids on the back of the board, they weigh it down, it becomes harder to paddle. You start worrying about, I'm always safe, but, there was still, you think, my energy's going. Now, if I got up this morning and forced myself to go out for a paddle, I wasn't going to enjoy it today because I'm tired, the wind is still up, I'm still going to have all those same issues. Now, the reason I get to keep my passion for that particular thing is because I've taken a day off, and I'll come back when I know that I'm going to enjoy it more. If I keep pushing, I'm going to burn out. With my business, I have learned now to schedule time off so that I can stay in this moment, in this zone, with as much passion as possible. And I take days off. I take a whole day off. I spend time with my kids. If I've done everything I need to do, or more importantly, if I feel like my discipline's dropping and I'm just not getting anything done, I will just sack the day off. Now, when it comes to diet and weight loss, we seem to think it has to be completely bang on all the time. Diet especially. Mental state, people are a bit kind of themselves and saying they've had a bad day, and that's fine. But with diet, every meal has to be spot on. All the macros have to be hit. All the calories have to be hit. And yeah, okay, if you can manage that, fine. But if it's becoming a point where you wake up and you resent the day because you feel that you have to put this on special on yourself, you take a day off and you come back to it. You take a meal off. This is where the misconception of a cheat meal comes in. A cheat meal is not a cheat meal. You're not cheating on anything. You can eat what you like and lose weight as long as you're in a deficit. And you know what? If you decide to come back up to maintenance calories, which will all be explained when you work with me, you're going to have all this information available to you. You take a day off. If it is hard, but you still want to keep going, but you're on that edge of it being too much where you want to quit, back off, take a day off. No, you can come back, because discipline should never get in the way of passion. The more tools you have, the easier it is to have that balance, that back and forth. I had a conversation with a previous client of mine And I always check in with my old clients, even whether they work with me or not, and she's still losing weight because she knew, and I gave her the tools to not need me. She still loses it. I check in, she says she has a bit of a bad day. I say, take a day off, come back tomorrow. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, it's fine, because you're clearly at that point where you need to take a day off. And then she comes back, I've lost another pound. It's down. You know you better than anybody else. I don't know you better than you. I'd like to know you better, and I can advise to a certain degree, but I'm never going to know you as good as you know you. And if you feel that your passion is starting to wane, back off a bit, because then you can take a day off, you can reset, and then you can go back further. Because if you keep pushing too hard, you'll kill it. And this is exactly what diets force you to do in the traditional sense. This can be what mental health does in a sense, because you put so much pressure on yourself to get it right, and you feel like you have to be passionate and motivated all the time and disciplined, and that's just not the case. You're never going to have a year where every single day you worked as hard as you possibly could and was motivated and disciplined and wanted it as that much. You don't, because we're human and you can't have that. But what you can have is a main goal, a set of principles that you can follow, the tools that you need, and if you need to back off, you back off. You know? Give yourself your weekend whenever it is. It could be on a Wednesday in the middle of the week and you think, I've absolutely rammed it these last 2 days and I'm just going to back off for a day, because if I keep going at this pace, I'm going to burn out. And this is where you see people fail. And it's annoying because nobody's told them they can take a day off. Nobody's told them that these things are separate: discipline, passion, motivation. The more passion you have, the more discipline you have. But at the same time, you need to blow off steam. You need to back off. You need to just go, you know what, I'm going to have a day to myself. I'm going to come off this. I'm going to enjoy that food that I really want, because I know that I can go back to doing what I need to do. I hope this helps. Take it easy on yourselves. Your passion is the most important thing in anything, because without passion you can't do anything. Don't lose it. Look after it. If you need any help, got the boxes in the emails. Book a call with me. Let's go. Have a wonderful day, guys. Take care.